go. Apparently my settings got all fucked up. Apparently my settings got all fucked up. Couldn't even switch it over to landscape view. Ah, goddamn, that sucks. Oh, motherfucker. Alright, there we go. I think the audio's fixed. Spot right there, just go. Go away. Thank you. Watch this live stream or is watching the live stream. Just FYI, did some testing yesterday. The backbone is way stronger. Not by, I wouldn't say way stronger. Honestly, it's stronger than Midlands. Definitely stronger than Midlands. So anybody who wants to use anything other than Vigilance, you're definitely going to want to pick up the backbone backpack. It literally takes any Vigilance type build that you might have, and it's going to give it, based upon what I saw yesterday of 2 blues, it's going to give you about 200k more in damage. I'm still searching to find the full red one, so let's see. Snickerdoodles. It's too early for this shit. Oh, look. myself I needed to get off at a certain point, but I didn't get off. Get off. Just so anybody who watches this, just FYI, that new exotic chest piece, I don't think, morning brother, appreciate it, I don't think that exotic chest piece has a bug in it. It may, I don't know if I found a bug in that chest piece or not, but I'll give y'all a little hint for anybody who watches this. I'm going to be doing a video on it later today. So apparently you can throw like a flashbang, a regular grenade, a fire grenade, any kind of grenade, hit one player. And then if you take a standard concussion grenade and throw that and hit a player with that, if the player has 1.5 to 1.7 mil in armor and unbreakable, it goes right through all of that and kills them. Now, that's just after hitting one player, getting that extra 25%. That's not using the Grenadier, that's not using any piece of China, no two-piece Grupo, nothing like that. It's so far it's just that. So if I'm right about this, that means it went from doing 700k, well, I think it was like 711,000 in damage to instantaneously doing 1.8 mil in damage. Now, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to based on the numbers. But a guy that I have, his name is Fractal, he's in my clan. He was the one who was there. There was about 3 or 4 other people that were there in the server who witnessed this, and we were. I'll just put it this way: if this is right, that means I can instantly just throw any grenade, put you on sledgehammer, and then the moment I throw any grenade, period, that explodes, it could be the concussion grenade, you're dead. You say, do I know if the LMG is the loot bully? I've asked that question on Twitter because I saw your deal. I've got 2 other people who have sent me the same thing, asking me that their stuff is gone. Who should they ask? So it's not just you. There are other people who apparently they got to that part in their season and they got the LMG, but they didn't get the LMG. So the only thing I can say is check your stash first. If it's not in your stash, you definitely got a problem. Maybe it dropped somewhere where you were, you forgot to pick it up, I don't know. But definitely check your stash first, because if your character had 150 pieces, all exotics like that instantly go to your stash. So go check there. And if it's not there, then yeah, message Ubisoft. I'm asking them because if it is in the loot pool, and I know that some people are losing them now, it's not just one case, it's multiple cases. If you're on Xbox and you've lost it and it's in the loot bill, what I'll be doing is trying to help players get that, because that's kind of fucked up. So I'll be running anywhere that there's LMGs, countdown, whatever. If you've lost it, let me know. I'll try to drop it for you. But yeah, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to immediately go to your stash. So if you got an empty inventory and you got room to spare on your inventory, it should have been on your character. Another thing is, because of the way that LNG is, make sure you're doing not just farming for in that location. Your higher loot pool is going to be, from what I understand, it's going to be either Black Tusk or Outcasts or Cleaners, because the new thing is all about cleaners and everything else. So if you happen to get it over in New York and there's LMGs over there, definitely farm there. If it's Outcasts in that area, definitely farm there. If you got Black Tusk in that area, definitely farm there. That's from what I understand, those are the three factions that might be dropping in more and in those verified loot location areas as well. So definitely hit those three types of factions inside of one of those areas. Well, see, that's what I'm trying right now, guys. The reason why I'm trying to verify is because even I had a problem trying to get the Ninja Bike backpack, a second one, and the developers came out, I think it was like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, on an update saying that they verified and fixed the loot pool for that. So just because it's dropped before for other people, you definitely want to make sure it's in the loot pool. So I've asked that question on Twitter, waiting for a response from the development team to make sure that they actually do have that LMG and the chest piece in the exotic loot pool, especially for the crates. So if they are, great. That makes it easier for people who have lost them to get them back. But if y'all haven't heard about this one, the Cavalier, Gray Fox confirmed this yesterday. I went and did a few testing with some other guys, It is true. I don't know if he'll be putting out a video about this or not just yet. But Cavalier is severely broken. You do not want to use Cavalier in the dark zone. I'm not kidding. I know everybody wants to use it to protect from status and protect from skill damage. But if you haven't heard about this one yet, it's going to be making its rounds eventually. Cavalier is not just giving your team the Cavalier bonus now. It is giving all players and all teams, that even the ones you fight against or the ones you're fighting against, it's going to give it to them. So if you don't understand what I mean, basically we had some guys who were fighting Gray Fox, and they were standing inside the door, inside of a checkpoint. And while the team had Cavalier going, they were getting the Cavalier buff and bonus while standing inside of a checkpoint. And then at the same time, we went and tested it where we were across the map. And when you get just outside or just inside of the range where you can detect the player on your social area, it's giving them the Cavalier bonus. So the moment you step out of, I think it's a 500 meter radius, or 500 feet or meter radius, something along those lines, and you can no longer see the player's name on social, that's where it stops. But as long as they're within that range, you're going to get the Cavalier bonus as long as they have Cavalier on. So they could be fighting against you. Don't have encouragement people might, yeah. So you could be fighting against players in the dark zone right now who have Cavalier on, and they're trying to still do the Cavalier glitch, and they don't realize that they're giving you the Cavalier bonus. But the other one, like I found, I'm going to have to do a little bit more searching into this one because I don't understand why it's doing this. But that exotic chess piece, that's my biggest concern. Because Cavalier one, that can be tweaked a little bit. But the exotic chess piece one that I found, I don't know if that's going to ruin that chess piece or not, which is why I'm going to be doing a little bit more diving into and figuring this stuff out best I can with my knowledge, because I don't think hitting one player, which gives you 25% damage on a grenade, should be enough to kill a 1.7 mil unbreakable. And since we've physically saw it happen, I don't know how strong that talent has made that chess piece, because that just means people are literally just going to start lobbing grenades all over the place. And not only that, you're going to see a lot of players running out there with tip of the spear builds, because tip of the spear is going to give you every 60 seconds a grenade back, plus that chess piece would give you 1 to 2 grenades back. So you can basically get 3 grenades back in a heartbeat, like in 30 seconds, and just keep spamming nades all day long. And that's and then one tapping players, yeah, that's not right. Well, technically I'm in the left lane, but I'm in the right lane because of the way the traffic looks up there. But yeah, I've seen so many, and I mean this, so many. What the fuck is going on with my phone? I've seen so many fucking. I don't understand this. To the life of me, I do not understand why so many content creators right now are putting out builds for this SMG and LMG. Like their gun damage, their bullet damage is weak as hell if all you're using is status effects. They are not strong at all if all you put on your deal is status effect. You have to put crit chance and critical hit damage into your build to get the damage out. Like I pulled out, I don't know if y'all remember this one, but there's a video I made of was it the blue screen build, the one I had a long time ago, the blue screen build, where you use the vial mask and it has 2-piece Walker, 2-piece Petrov, and then the Fox's knee pads with status effects and weapon handling everywhere. Like that's the only way to get that gun, that big LMG, the new one, the Dragon, to reload in time, just so that way you can keep the burn going on a player or NPC with status effects. But if you do that, the fucking gun is weak as fuck. Like it doesn't do any damage. It does jack shit for damage if you do that. Yeah, the tactical vector is actually stronger because you can put a damage talent on a tactical vector. Now, don't get me wrong, you get more damage if you have status effects on your character, but you're only getting, because it's 50 in your magazine, you get, what, 25 bullets of status effect? Like, the whole point of reloading that weapon just to get 25 rounds, it's just a gun at that point. That's why I said it's underwhelming. And the build video that I put out here recently is just to give that gun more damage. Because every YouTuber right now is, well, I'm going to put this into status effect and yeah, it's going to be strong if I do status effect this way. No, because the moment a player comes up with an 80% Hasbro build, your 25 bullets that you just shot out really fucking fast, they're gone. You have no status effect. You now just have gun damage. And if you build your build into nothing but status effect, you screw yourself on weapon damage. So my build literally counters that SMG while giving that SMG the damage that it needs. Like the only other one I've got, which I've told one of my guys, he's got the build, is the critical hit damage, God, what's that fucking build? Eclipse. A critical hit damage Eclipse build. If you use the backpack from the Eclipse, the moment you do status effect, you get 30% weapon damage on that target. But even then, it's just that one target, and that one, those what, 25 bullets? It's strong. It's uber fucking strong, especially if you use it with the perfect companion on your chest piece, because then you also get status effects that way. So you get a little bit more status effects, you get 20% out of there, and then you use the backpack to get 30. So that's 50% weapon damage. And if you happen to put on a catharsis, you can then take away the status effects and get 30% more weapon damage. And that makes it uber fucking strong for an SMG build. But so many people, I've already seen people like, oh, you got to put this into status effects on this Eclipse still and make it into a red build for the weapon damage. No, you don't do that, because then you have no damage for your crits, especially if you use it in PvP. Or say you wanted to put that in the legendary, fucking legendary targets, they have 50% Hasbro. So you're telling players who watch your video to do this, they're gonna put that build together, and it's gonna ruin their day because they wasted all their fucking time trying to make this piece of shit. Yeah, if Rogue Gold got the gun nerfed from that, then obviously he didn't do a good job, because what everybody complained about with the PTS was the one thing that is still available to the gun. The thing that gun just needed a nerf from was you being able to do status effects to yourself, to get those status effects to do it to players. If he got it nerfed to where the damage was nerfed, he messed it all up for everybody. The only thing I needed to make sure was that you could not do a status effect to yourself, and then that would be applied to the gun. That's what needed to be nerfed. Nothing more. Yeah, again, it's mainly, from what I understand, it's cleaners or black tucks. So again, if there's LMGs there, you have a better chance of getting it. But I believe, don't quote me on this, okay? I believe, because based on what they brought out for content, it's going to be cleaners or black tucks, because that's what the season's about. Come on, Mr. Popo, you know to speed up. Rogue Gold is KVD 2.5. But yeah, the same thing for the LMG. The LMG also doesn't make that much sense to me. Like, you spit out 50 rounds out of 100. Really? You couldn't have got behind me and got, really? Fuck you, asshole. I'm loaded. I'm weighing at 82,000 pounds. I'm overweight and gross. My brakes at this point right now on my semi are a suggestion. I try to stop, you're fucked. But the LMG just doesn't make that much sense to me. Because if I spec into weapon handling and status effects, I get status effects out of my deal, but at the same time I screw myself over because I had to spec into weapon handling to reload in time just to keep the fucking burn going. So if you don't spec into weapon handling, you won't reload that weapon in time to keep that meter going in time. And the only way to fix that would be to take off a damage talent on your chest piece and put braced on. Yeah, that photo that I posted out on my YouTube, and a question to the development team, they do know about it. It is true. The EV and supposedly the Ravenous as well is dropping from incursions. Anybody who doesn't have an EV or a Ravenous, from what I understand, someone sent me a message. I believe the percentage of that is along with the SNG. So if you get both, you basically got really good RNG that day. I know up ahead I'm probably going to lose signal, so I'm going to say this before I possibly do lose signal. Probably the next 30 miles. Definitely, y'all need to go farm Countdown or wherever the backpacks are. You need to go farm ASAP. You need to go get a full red, critical hit chance, critical hit damage backbone. That new Legmo gear set backpack, the perfect unstoppable force. You need to get that. Anybody who uses negotiators, hunters, or strikers, and not strikers for the new incursion, but definitely if you just like using those, you need to put that full red backpack on that build, or those 3 builds, because your damage is just going to go through the roof. No, the backbone is for PvE. Do not use the backbone for PvP. You wouldn't get the kills in time. Unless you're just a really good killer, definitely. But it goes away in 15 seconds, which is something you don't want. But for anybody who does raids or just likes to do missions, that backbone alone on the Hunter's Fury, Strikers, and what's the other one I said? Negotiators. The backbone on those 3 right there, if you have 2 blues on your character, 2 blue armor cores, compared to Vigilance, it's going to give you 200k more in damage. So, take away the 2 blues, that's just more and more damage. My focus build that I had, I put that on there to test it out. The focus build was hitting for 4.97 something or other, and that was with Vigilance. I put on the backbone, took off the crit chance Vigilance backpack that I had, and I was hitting for 523 something. So I'd say 240,000 more in damage. That backbone is literally the strongest backpack in the game now. Again, the best sets to work with the backbone is going to be your negotiators, because you can get multiple kills really fast. Strikers, because of the high damage that you can produce out, so that's going to be vital for it. And then Hunter's Fury, because you can stagger them while keeping your damage going. You can put that on there for your backpack, and that's going to give it even more damage for whatever you use. And same thing, like if you have a focus build, like I have one, Definitely set that up to put it on there for legendary missions, because that's going to give you more damage. The same thing with if you have a pistol build, getting your kills with that, definitely. Umbra, it could work for Umbra as long as you keep getting kills, definitely. I still think the Memento backpack on Umbra is the better choice, just because you can have armor regen while in cover and out of cover, because Umbra provides it while you go into cover to regen your armor, and the Memento will give it to you while you're out of cover, so that just gives you more survivability. But if you want to try it with that, yeah, you're definitely going to see more damage as long as you're getting kills. But I got a video, I got so many fucking videos from all the shit I did a lot of testing yesterday. I got a lot of videos going to be coming out here showing damages, get the better damage for your best bang of your buck. From what I understand, no. They are working to fix that. It's on the Trello board. I made a post about that. I didn't check the Trello right away, but after posting, I went to go look at the Trello, and then they messaged me back. They do know about it, so they will be taking those out of the raid, or the raid exotics out of the incursion. So definitely, while it's still there, you can open the box, definitely hurry up, use that ability. Go get yourself the raid exotics if they're there. Run it as much as possible. I don't think that the raid exotics are dropping from the bosses, but I do know that they're dropping out of the box. Yeah, I've got about 5 videos right now from the stuff I've got from yesterday, and honestly, I want to do my codex for all this new stuff, but I'm going to do individual videos first to show everybody. And it's not just I'm trying to get more views on my stuff, it's just the codex takes a lot of data. Y'all have no clue how much data that fucking thing takes to download, to save, time, and everything else. So I'm going to do individual videos first, and then all my individual videos I'm going to cut from those, and then I'm going to just post those into the codex. So every individual video you'll see is going to be part of the codex. That way I know it's 100%. I'm not going to be trying to give a piece of shit like, some of these guys out here. Oh, this is a build. Let me just change one fucking thing. Oh yeah, this is really good. Let me change this little thing right here and post another video. I'm gonna go for the best of the best. new incursion is really just a mini raid, if you want to look at it that way. You got 4 bosses you got to go through, 2 at the end. And the 2 at the end, if you think about it, they're basically Buddy and Lucy. They just have a little drone that they move between themselves, and they have a healer box to heal themselves up if they get to a certain spot. And you can kill the healer box, you can kill the drone, and just wipe them out. A lot of people are making it look like, oh, you can do this extremely really fast. You know, we're trying to do speed runs. But man, it's a 4-man mini raid. It's really fucking easy. It's not that hard. Like the secondary boss is like doing Iron Horse. So the developers really didn't try to change up too much. It's the same fucking mechanics in the raids that we already seen before. It literally is. The one boss who comes out at the tank, he's pretty much just easy, just shoot him in the head, kill him real quick. The second boss, you just got to get him underneath certain spots, get him in the water, which is just the same as like cooling down what's his face on Iron Horse. It's the same shit as that. The third one, that's pretty easy. The fourth boss, which is the final 2, and those guys, I mean, they're a fucking cakewalk. Just, you damage the big guy, and I swear to God, I cannot be the only motherfucker who thinks this. When they said, oh, send the drone over to me, babe. Oh, here you go, honey. I'm sending it over. And you're shooting the big fat dude. It's like, I thought that was a guy. It's a girl. The big one's the girl. The small one's the guy. But yeah, definitely get 4 guys and do it. Don't. I try to stress this right now. Not everybody understands raids. There's a lot of random people who just like countdown. They just want to do it for the completion right now. And don't get me wrong, if you're good at carrying people, carrying 1 person is fine. Carrying 2 people through that is a hard ass situation. You must have 1 healer build. You need to have 1 future healer build. Now, you definitely want the future backpack, and you want the BTSU gloves, but don't make this mistake. You do not want the ALPS chest piece. You want the R&K chest piece. And this is the reason why I try to stress this so much. When you're doing that version and you have the R&K chest piece and you're using the crossbow, the survivalist specialist, that is going to give you a secondary heal. So while you're healing any teammate whatsoever, you get incoming healing to yourself, which the survivalist specialist gives outgoing healing, which then loops back and gives you incoming healing, and then goes back and gives them outgoing healing. Now, your players do not have to be right beside you in the 5 meters. They can be outside of the 5 meter radius. That is going to give your teammates the better heals if they're not beside you, especially when those fucking mortars start coming down on the last bit. So definitely get an R&K chest piece. Oh, that's what I'm going to be doing here pretty soon until because of how I'm seeing so many people making that mistake. The strikers, that one works really good for damage players. And then another one you can use is the Heartbreaker, but you need to make sure if you're using the Heartbreaker to get that damage out, you need to make sure you're using the shotgun backpack talent, the perfect opportunistic. That's going to give your teammates that extra damage. But having like 2 strikers is good, and then having one good heartbreaker build on, good, and then having a healer. But everybody needs to make sure on those last 2 bosses that they're using EMP stickies and reviver hives. What else was it? Oh yeah. Yeah. See. Okay. So the Catharsis mask on Heartbreaker is nice, but you don't want it for that raid or that incursion. You want that Heartbreaker to have the Coyote's mask, because he's going to give all those other players, because he's the guy who's going to be up front, in the very front, he's going to be giving them that extra opportunistic, which is 15% extra damage to those targets, as well as giving your teammates that extra 25% critical hit damage. So he's going to give those players that extra damage, and then you have 2 striker guys who are basically running around with strikers just murking everything. And then you got the healer that's going to give them that extra bit. So it's all about getting the max amount of damage for your teammates in that raid, or that incursion. I'm just going to call it a raid. It's a mini fucking raid. It's not an incursion. Technically you can with the 3rd boss. It's not bad to use that, but at the same time, you don't need it. It's kind of a waste, honestly. Does it give your teammates a lot more survivability? Yeah. But one really good future healer build, honest to God, is all you need. Because while he slaps you, he can knock just a little bit, but as long as you're staying by a heal box, or your healer is doing his job of cubing you and making sure you're alive, then you can outmaneuver that dude. Like, you don't need to worry about it. It's more or less when those big ass chongas come out with the flaming Gatling guns and everything else. Oh, I forgot about this. If any of y'all want a challenge, like a serious challenge to those incursions, they actually let you do this. Whoever the leader is of the group that doing the incursions, make sure they have special ammo on. Go have whoever's running the incursion go to their world and turn on all of the extra stuff, like special ammo, med kits, all that kind of stuff. You can actually use that in the incursion. It'll actually give you more XP in the incursion as well. It'll give you more of a challenge, a good 4-man team challenge. Like, people are like, oh, I ran the raid and did it in, what, I think the shortest, like 8 minutes or something. Yeah, try doing that with all 5 fucking directives on your world while doing the incursion, and tell me how that went. Like, you think the incursion's hard right now? Try that shit with all the fucking NPCs have special ammo. You got half your ammo, or pistol arrow only, or they're fucking rangers. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. It's a headache, I'm not gonna lie, but it's fun. Wyoming, what you got for me today? It is 43 fucking degrees outside, and I'm still 2.5 hours south of where I've got to go. That's gonna be a great day. Attila, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm from Texas. I don't like it getting any colder than 65 degrees. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. It went straight to your stash. I knew it. No way. No way. The developers just, oh my God, the developers just answered me back. Oh, fuck. Okay, so, big update. They just said right now that they're going to be fixing the health. So there's a health patch coming out here pretty soon. With that, they're going to be fixing the loophole and the exotics. So I don't know if that means it's on my Twitter. If y'all don't believe me, go look at my Twitter right now. They just said that the LNG or the exotics from the incursion are going to be fixed with the next health patch, and at the same time they're going to be making sure that the loophole is fixed for the exotic caches. So health patch, they don't mention health patches. They mean, okay, we're going to be fixing a patch and all that kind of stuff. So that means when they say health patch, they're actually going to be fixing health. Assuming they're going to be doing it because yesterday, and I swear to God, I cannot be the only one who got this. Every fucking time I got one of those goddamn backbone backpacks, it had health on it. Every fucking one of them had health on it. So they're doing a health patch, means they're fixing it, which I don't know if that means removing it completely or they're going to making health worth a damn for once in this fucking game again. Before they've answered me, it's just, oh yeah, the next patch we're going to be doing this. That they would. Oh, that's good news. Ah, god damn it. Scales open. Fuck. Please be green. Okay, I agree with that, but I like it. One of my buddies even said the same thing. I would pay money if I could walk around like that, looking like that guy in the dark zone. If I could walk around looking like I'm on fucking fire all day long, I would do so. Green light, yay, I get to pass by. Fuck you. Thing I would like to see is a weapon come into place for like your pistol or whatever and be a battle axe that just gives 1,000% melee damage. Like that would be fucking cool. Like nothing else, just give me melee damage on there. I don't need damage targets out of cover, damage armor. I don't need shit on there. Just give me a fucking battle axe as my sidearm that gives me 1,000% melee damage. Because I got a melee build that's pretty fucking nice that I just walk up to you with a battle axe and just get 1,000% melee damage and whack, you're gone. If that's what they mean by health, that's nice. I hope that's what they mean. fact, I'm going to do this right now just for you guys. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to go message the developers, and I'm going to make sure that I understand and confirm what I said right here, and that it is about health. If you don't believe it, you can go to Twitter. Go find my stuff on Twitter. It's going to be there. I'm going to have some chats with them. Hopefully get some responses, and we'll find out more. Because that's got me intrigued. I got to know. I got to know. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to go talk to them.